Why, thank you, Brother Eric. Every week, it's too much to live up to here. I want to put you in front of the camera so I can say nice things about you again, okay? One of these days?
Why not?
All right. Hi, everybody. Welcome to a very beautiful evening. I know it at Harmony House, and thank you all for coming. And to our regulars, we have a special treat. We have someone who has never come on a Thursday night, whom I happen to know well from Harmony House, and his name is Raj. And I'm afraid to attempt to pronounce his last name because I forgot to ask him how to do it. Could you say it for me, Raj?
Sangamreddy.
Sangamreddy.
Yeah, got it.
Is that good?
Yeah.
Okay, well, welcome. This is your debut on the Thursday night sessions. And I'm so pleased to have you. And they will be, I know. Anyway, I just want to remind you that tonight's theme is being colored by spirituality. We had a holiday at the beginning of the month where color was very important. If you were here last week, Michelle explained that to you. And it was a beautiful, beautiful, holy day of going wild and crazy, forgiving all your enemies and showering them in paint, which we have transferred to sprinkling water in this day and age at Harmony House. And so the theme for the entire month is being colored by spirituality. And I know that if you've been coming here regularly, you know what that means. And if this is your first time here, you're more than welcome to call us, join our email group, and come please every night that you're looking for peace on a Thursday. So the topic tonight that Raj is going to take us through, his little pilgrimage, is the warmth and energy of purity. And some of you may be saying to yourselves, well, what does purity have to do with spirituality? Here at the Brahma Kumaris, for those of you who haven't taken the course yet, or those of you who may not know, purity is the very foundation of Brahman life. But what does it mean? You know, we go through life thinking purity may have connotations of chastity, that it may mean many, many things, but we're talking about, in addition to anything physical, we're talking about purity of spirit. And that's what we're going to be talking about. And we have here a very special brother who has had a wonderful journey on his own pilgrimage toward aiming what we all aim for, which is to be pure in thought, in words, in deeds. And that when we achieve that, whether it's for a second or a minute, or if we have managed to lead a life for years of purity or close to it, then we know the warmth and the energy of the reward. So this spiritual quality, see, the basic tenet of Brahmin thought and belief is that just as light has a spectrum of colors, we innately have a spectrum of spiritual qualities, that we don't have to learn how to be peaceful. We have to remember what we were like when we were innately peaceful, before the world got so negative and complicated. We have to remember that we're in a natural state of purity to begin with, and then we kind of decline as the lifetimes wear on. Would you agree with that, Raj?
Yes.
All right. So we have innate virtues. We have purity, which they call the mother of peace and happiness. Because if you're pure in your thoughts, in your words, in your deeds, you're kind, you're loving, and you're lovable. And you can interact with anyone without the vices, which are spearheaded by number one vice is lust. And that too is not just physical, the way we see it in all of our rag magazines in the USA. Lust has to do with grasping for something, wanting more than you have. And then it leads to other vices, anger, fighting back. You don't have to, just because someone asks you to dance, you don't have to say yes, right? you can just look at them and wish them well. That's on a good day possible, and maybe some of you are still struggling, as I do occasionally, to actually detach completely and be able to be participating in someone else's problem. Once I catch myself doing that, I just say, okay, let's just bless them and move on. You know, that's something I learned here that doesn't come naturally, but it gets me back to a natural state, if that makes sense. And then there's the old greed and the ego and the attachment to people that, you know, all of these vices lead to temporary happiness. But if you know it's going to go away and the amusement park ride will be over and we will be left with a bag of sorrow and someone made me cry. So tonight we're going to learn about Raj's personal journey, right? Isn't that what we talked about? Yeah. And how one man who has been practicing Raj Yoga for 25 years has put himself on this journey. And I can tell you from my firsthand experience doing outreach programs with him, knowing him pretty well, I absolutely think you are in for a treat tonight and a good lesson in how to live more purely, even if not purely, okay, every moment. Raj is a director of clinical safety and has been practicing Raja Yoga for 25 years, as I said. He has great enthusiasm, a love of life, and it's balanced with this really kind of introspective, gentle strength that he does have, and a passion to serve humanity. And tonight he's going to share his own experiences with us and how he manages to get through quite beautifully and often purely in this little drama we call life. So Raj, the hour is yours. Thank you so much for coming to us. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Thank you, Louis. It's very lovely, describing about me. And thank you all for joining the session. I appreciate that you all took some time to attend the session. This is my first session. I have been in knowledge for 25 years, but this is my first session. So every time they gave me an offer that I said, no, I'm not ready. I just, skip that one. But I think the last month, one of sisters said, would you like to do this session? Then I said, okay, let me try. Let me see. Okay, then. And what the topic is, given this topic is energy of purity. And from the last month onwards, I started exploring more detail because I'm going to present to everyone, and they have been taking some time to attend. I had to do some justification for them all. So it may come into my thought. Then I was investigating and learning something, and I put some slides and some video clips I'm going to share with you all. And we all, look into this, understand more deeply about this energy of purity and how we can more expand this energy level within us, and what are the tips we have to take in our life to do in our daily life and increase. And the main aim of the purity is to accept is the mother of peace and happiness, right? So how do we have to get in peace and happiness? The purity is there. So let's look into each one of it.
Yeah. Raj, excuse me, before we begin with the slides, I'd like to invite everyone to write any questions or comments you have, because we plan on leaving a nice section of time for Q&A. And I would like to invite everybody to say whatever they would like to in the chat, appropriate to what we're doing.
Yes. So I encourage to everyone to be more interactive on the chat. Every slide, every video clip, I'll give a pause for minutes and share your thoughts, and we will, it will be not only benefit to you, it will benefit to every one of us. And, I will also learning your thoughts as too.
Yeah. And as we move along, if anyone would like to unmute not unmute, I'm sorry, would like to show their faces later on, I'm not going to put you on the spot at all, but it would be so lovely for our new guests to see some of you once we get moving a little bit further into the program. Okay, Raj.
Okay, sure. So Louis, you're able to hear me properly, right? So if there's any time disturbance, let me know that.
Sure.
Okay. Thank you. Are you all ready for the session now? Okay, so let me share my presentation and then we will go from there. Share this. Okay. Give me a minute. One second. Okay. So today our plan for the session is like, let's discuss about like, what is vibrations, what is energy and what is vibrations, and how this energy affect matter and the spiritual energy affect matter. And then we discuss about like, the flow of energy and what energies do we have within us and how we have to identify them and how we have to empower each energies. So I'm going to play in a video, and after the video, I'll pause for a minute. Then you can reflect and chat, whatever your thoughts you get. This video shows about like, what is energy and what is in a vibrations in a physical. So just to get any idea of an energy.
Imagine I have a beautiful tree that's filled with oranges. And I ask myself, what is the orange made of? How do I answer that question? Well, I want to look deeply inside the orange, so I magnify it. And I magnify it again, and if I keep on doing it, deep inside, sooner or later, I begin to see molecules come into view. But molecules are not the end of the story, because the molecules, I can enlarge them. And if I make them big enough deep inside, I begin to see atoms. Atoms are not the end of the story too, because we have electrons zooming around the nucleus. Deep inside, mostly empty space in the atom, but deep inside, we see the nucleus. So if I grab that and magnify it, I see that the nucleus is itself made of particles, neutrons and protons. And if I grab one of the neutrons and magnify it, I find yet further particles, little tiny quarks inside. Now that is where the conventional ideas stop. String theory comes along and suggests that inside these particles there is something else. So if I take a little quark and I magnify it, conventional idea says there's nothing inside, but string theory says I'll find a little tiny filament, a little filament of energy, a little string-like filament. And just like the string on a violin, I pluck it and it vibrates, creates a little musical note that I can hear. The little strings in string theory, when they vibrate, they don't produce musical notes, they produce the particles themselves. So a quark is nothing but a string vibrating in one pattern. An electron is nothing but a string vibrating in a different pattern. A neutrino, nothing but a string vibrating.
Okay, I will give a minute for you to reflect, and then if you have any thoughts, just text in the chat board.
I will say that that's probably the simplest and clearest explanation of what a quark is and string theory that I have ever heard in such a short amount of time. So thank you, Raj.
You're welcome. So here the matter, the string is giving, the matter is constantly vibrating and constant creating vibrations and patterns. So these patterns were related to the vibrational frequency. So this is also applicable to the spirituality also. So we will go, some other session, video clips we'll understand more deeply. So the next slide, you will see that how the pattern is created in the physical level. So give a minute. Any thoughts or anyone to share this video clip? So here, what happened is like, in the beginning, 300 frequency, you will see a small pattern. As the frequencies increases, the pattern was more complicated, more patterns created. So now what we're going to look at, how the spiritual vibrations affect matter and people around us. The next clip.
This next series of photographs are the work of Japanese researcher Mr. Masaru Emoto from his book, The Message from Water. Mr. Emoto's work provides factual evidence that human vibrational energy, thoughts, words, ideas, and music affect the molecular structure of water. Please remember that water comprises over 70% of a mature human body and covers the same amount on our planet. Water is the very source of all life. This photo shows the beautifully formed geometric design of the Yushi Spring water. This next photo is from the Shimanto River, the last clean spring in Japan. Notice the extraordinary geometric forms. The fact that the molecular structure of water can be affected by our consciousness, our intent, and our sounds is extremely important. This photo is from contaminated water from the Yodo River in Japan. In this photo, we can compare the contaminated water with clean stream water. Look at the difference. Mr. Emoto decided to see how thoughts and words affected the formation of untreated distilled water crystals by typing words onto paper and then taping this paper onto glass bottles overnight. This photo shows the effects of the words, "Thank you." This next photo shows the effects of the words, "Love and appreciation." This photo shows the effects of the words, You make me sick, I will kill you. And here we can compare the effects of thank you with the you make me sick, I will kill you. Very, very different geometric forms being incurred through the intention. Now this photo is of a very polluted and toxic water from the Fujiwara Dam. Here now is the same water from the Fujiwara Dam after a Buddhist monk had offered a prayer over it. Prayer, that sound coupled with intention, seems to have an extraordinary ability of restoring water to its natural, harmonious, geometric symmetry. And in this photo we can compare the toxic water and then the effects of praying over the water. It's really quite impressive.
Okay, I'll give a minute to reflect on this. In this is very I like this video very much because like how our thoughts are affecting the matter. So thank you saying for water and putting in the in the paper, writing the paper and in the glass and see the crystal change, that it's just a thank you word, an appreciating word. So as you generate a pure vibrations and it's reflecting the water able to catch. And if you say that negatively, I'll kill you, and the water catches that one vibration change. So if our vibrations are positive, we have positive effect on ourselves and matter too. In the same way, if your vibrations is negative, we have negative effect on ourselves and matter.
Mhm.
Anyone want to?
We had a comment by someone identified as BK, who said prayer transforms matter. That's quite a statement. Which BK are you? Do you want to identify yourself, BK? No, okay. So far, our group is shy this evening. That's okay. Any other comments from anyone? Sherry. Oh, wait, let me open it up here. Sherry, hi, Sherry. Yes, Hans Jenny, this is Sherry, discovered that playing a violin string over sand, I guess biplane, the Shri Yantra was created. Sound vibration is one way of healing.
Yes.
There's Sherry. Hi, Sherry.
Yes, sound vibrations, sound also in healing, smooth vibrations, now we got understood like vibrations, how it affects. So now we're going to discuss about how vibration energy will flows. Any energy, including vibration energy, flows from high to low. Whenever and whoever has high energy starts the flow to the low. Vibrations always move from higher to low. So when our vibrations are high, we're able to transform matter and others. When our vibrations are low, we are affected our surroundings, matter, and people. This is true for negative and positive, good and bad. What is the highest state of vibrations? We're going to look on this one. Purity is the highest state of vibrations for matter and spirit. Purity refers to the state of being free from adulteration and contamination. So this is in a physical meaning of a purity. And spiritually, purity refers to a state of being untouched, unaffected, and uninfluenced by what is around me. A state of absolute purity for the soul is mind is completely peaceful. Intellect is absolutely still. Heart is full of love. So we need to reach this goal. Mind should be completely peaceful. Heart is full of love. So happiness comes from, if you have a pure state of mind and full content love, you're always happy. So that's the purity is. It's my understanding is that. And it's being untouched, unaffected, uninfluenced by and whatever you are. So you're high, your state of high energy, your vibrations are very high because you are being peaceful, you are full of love. So we will now going to listen a story that describes what goes within each one of us. I'm going to play in a video, the story.
There is a legend I wish to share with you. It is said that a wise Cherokee elder was once teaching his young grandson about life. There is a war going on inside of me, said the elder. It is a war between the two wolves. One wolf is evil. He is anger, envy, jealousy, sorrow, regret, greed, arrogance, self-pity, guilt, resentment, inferiority, lies, false pride, superiority, and ego. But the other wolf is good. He is joy, peace, love, hope, serenity, humility, kindness, benevolence, empathy, generosity, truth, compassion, and faith. Then the elder placed a hand on his grandson's shoulder. This same war is raging within you and within the heart of every man, woman, and child. The young man was thoughtful for a moment and then asked, "Which wolf will win?" The grandfather's reply was simple: "The one you feed."
A minute to reflect on this.
I would like to thank Rayo for his comment that we are 75% water.
So in this video, the story about grandfather, grandsons, telling about the story of two wolves. And the two wolves are within us. So which wolf do I feed? This is a question each one of us needs to ask ourselves at all times. At any moment, which wolf I'm feeding? The one I feed will grow. The one I starve will die. So what do I feed myself regularly? So let us take an example of how to substitute.
Nina says, feed the good one. We try.
Yeah. So in the slides, I was showing about iPhone, outer world. Everyone has iPhone. Everyone can able to reach out the information, which information outside world is just flowing around. Lot. So it is in your hands what information you want to take and what information you want to take. The information which you take, is it feeding good wolf or bad wolf? So it's your choice. Each one of our choice we have this one is an outside world, outer world. So next I go to third eye, third iPhone, inner world. Inner world is the same. If you go inside in your world, inner world, you will see, you find the fears sometimes, you find happiness. So you need to figure out which wolf you want to feed from the inner world there. So mind your vibrations, like energy flows where intention goes. So the energy, these are vibrations, is flowing. Your intentions depends on you want to feed which wolf you want. Everyone wants you to feed in good wolf, but what is the method? What are the steps I need to do that? So in the next slides, I'm going to share with you.
And Rayo says our brain is a learning machine, so feed it good things only.
Yes. So energy also flows to the intention. If your intention is a good intention, the energy flows to the brain. So purity is the highest state of vibrations. Now steps to get a state of high vibrations. So I will pause each one. There's some steps are there. I know. Let's reflect like or chat what you think about I know.
Raj, did you say you want them to enter something in the chat?
Yes, if they can, yes.
Maybe a little more specific. I don't know if. Oh, let's see what we have. Rayo says love.
Okay. So we're trying to in the third eye, we're trying to understand, like in a situation comes, how do I know?
Okay, we've got a couple of chat.
Like when I have a reaction to any situation or a person, it's an opportunity to recognize that there is an impurity within. Because I'm reacting. At that time, I know there's an impurity within me. If I'm responding, it's okay. But if I reacted, so there is a impurity within me, it's coming out. At that time, I recognize it in my third eye. Oh, okay, now I understood that, no, I have an impurity. Now I have to work on this impurity to purify this one. So the first steps is what you have to know or recognize what are the impurities you have. I see there are some chat.
Yeah, it's some single word comments. love. I am a soul of peace. Know what to do, question mark. Good wishes toward others. Amit is new. Hi, Amit. And we have ton of ignorance regarding impurity, question mark.
Yeah. So these are steps to get to a state of high vibrations. So if you know, then you will be able to work on that. The next is acknowledged. Acknowledge is like admit there is impurity within me. So this like, to go to the state of a purity, you have to work within yourself to get that pure energy. Now we have to do some cleaning activity within ourselves. So know there's an impurity within me, and then admit there's an impurity with me. And then next is accept. Take up and own it. I'm the one who has to work on this one. I see there's some more chat.
Yeah. I lost my chat. 1 second. 1 second. Come on. Sorry. Okay. Amit, I know you're not new here. I meant you're new to commenting this evening. Welcome again. Okay, so he says yes. Okay, Sherry, denial is not just a river in Egypt. And Rayo says, remove impurity with knowledge.
Yeah.
Very good.
Okay.
Yes.
Good. So next you go to let go. So this is an important, like for me also, like, I practice a lot to let go, but still it's pop-ups. So what does this mean? Like, let go is like, it's already happened. I'm going to work on myself to move on. So what I think is past is past. Sometimes your mind triggers things. No, why, how, what happened? It's over. It's over. I don't want to put some time on that one to triggering again into my mind. And then if I remember anything and instead have bad instance, it comes up pop-ups, and then it takes up all my energy. So I have to move on to go to higher vibrations. So I have to go, let go of the past. So past is past, let go. Anyone want to share on this one? Yeah, someone use
Full
a full
stop.
stop. Full stop.
Mina's reminding us, we call it a full stop around here, right, Mina?
Yeah, full stop is one more technique that, stop.
Period, not a comma.
Right, not a comma. Okay, next you have forgive. This is also any tool to forgive. Forgive is like holding onto anger and resentment can create negative energy. So practicing forgiveness helps to release these negative emotions.
Yeah. That's so related to letting go, because we tell ourselves these stories of the past to remind ourselves how much we were offended or didn't like someone. Yeah. And that's so negative. That dialogue, it becomes a dialogue between me and me in my head.
Right. So forgive is it's helping yourself. If someone says something to you, if you don't forgive, if you keep on, bringing those thoughts within you becoming a low energy. And when you say forgive, that means it's not affecting that person, said and gone. But when you said forgive, that means you release that energy, negative emotions, you moving forward. It's like let go also that. So forgive yourselves, that's more important. Care for yourself.
Sherry is saying the drama is a dot, the father is a dot, and I am a dot.
Right. 3 dots.
Oh, and Herman says practicing not to continue on an issue that has a past. Yeah.
Yeah.
The way to do
All
it.
good points. Thank you all for sharing that. The next one is care for the self. Care for the self, connecting to your higher self. I'm a spiritual being and I have a higher purpose in life. Spiritual practice, quiet reflection, introspection. This will release your low energy, reach out to higher energies. Good company. Feeding the good wolf create elevated thoughts and feelings for self and others. See, need to have the thoughts which will be elevated to that. So you always have to recollect those thoughts which is going to be elevated so that you'll have a high energy in your life. Next is connected to divine. So connected to divine is connected to God, the source of divinity and the source of highest vibrations, prayer and meditation, which will help you to move from low energy to high energy, to purify yourself, negative feelings, erase them, forgive, and let go. All are the points to release your low energy and go to highest energy. So the last one is, but not the least one. So anyone can guess what would be the last one in this thought processing. Ah, that's good. Repeat. Someone chat in, someone put the chat. Try again.
And connect with the Supreme Soul.
Right.
Siobhan. Hi, Siobhan. Thank you, Mina.
So these all, it's a tips for clearing all our negative energy, our low emotions, low energy, go to spirit, go to every moment you have to understand that, know that, acknowledge them and let go, practice every day. You practice these points and every moment it really helped for you. That's what for my journey was. When I was in 25 years ago, I was not like, I will have a lot of ego, right? Lot of things within me, but I was working towards that, understand that, okay, understanding person, understanding my weaknesses and how do I move forward. And I need to connect to divine and get some knowledge. So every moment of my lifestyle, I'll always observe myself. So I always look at that one. Okay, put some time, full stop, let go, and move forward. So what is the purpose of life? We need to understand ourselves. Like, what I want, be here to do something like that. So instead of looking at the past and going all, remembering all those thoughts, your vibrations will be low, and then whoever surrounding you also it will affect the vibrations. How it affects also the matter. Like, our thinking, thought processing have to be elevated thoughts, then it will be provide you're giving energy to surrounding also. That's really helped for me in my in a journey of this spirituality. So this is my I'll share with you all. Hopefully this will help you all. The next we are going to have a short meditations which will lead to you this spiritual practices. Then we'll have a question answers.
Just like we need deep rest for physical vitality and health, in the same way, on a soul level, one of the best things we can do to deepen our sense of well-being and spiritual health is to give ourselves spaces where we feel a sense of deep rest. Take a few slow, deep breaths. Allow the breath to move fluidly in and out. And prepare now to travel to a space where you leave behind all beliefs, experiences, all the stories going on around you. You turn your back on them in this moment, and you enter a space of pure, absolute stillness. A beautiful sanctuary of light. In this space, you can feel your purity and innocence. It's as if nothing has ever happened to you. Your mind is open, carefree, simple, quiet, easy. And you feel connected to the natural nurturing energy, both within yourself and outside of yourself. See yourself on the edge of a beautiful body of water. And with that feeling of lightness and ease, you just enter even more deeply into silence, observing the beauty of the sky, the water. Your mind is clean, clear, and so you take it all in. And you know somewhere deep inside that that beauty you see in the sky, in the water, in the world around you is also your beauty. And you enjoy that restful space of being beyond all stories, untouched by the world, in a sanctuary of pure, restful silence. And in this moment, ask yourself a question. Who would you be if nothing had ever happened to you? Who would you be? Feel that sense of freedom, expansiveness, that simplicity that has exquisite beauty in it. And allow yourself to take rest from the story of you as you enjoy the pure, simple energy of simply being. We don't have to think of letting go of our beliefs and stories and dramas as something we have to do 24 hours a day. But if we can shed those for small moments, we can give the soul a feeling of deep rest that allows us to return to the world refreshed, recharged, and full of a natural sense of vitality. And it becomes easier and easier to live from that space of our true, innocent, pure spirit that is naturally free of all of those.
Very nice. Oh, I'm getting an echo. Nope, gone. So Vera, thank you for letting us say hi to you. And at this point, Brother Eric tells me we can allow the audience, we can let them unmute. So if any of you, instead of trying to type in the chat, would like to say a few words to Brother Raj, or make a comment or ask a question, we would welcome that now. Anybody we haven't heard from too. Okay, and anyone who wishes to, hi Kay. All right, so you can unmute yourselves, I believe. Anyone want to
Thank
chat?
you. Thank
Who's
you.
that?
This
I
is
think it was very inspiring. Capture your attention. You have to be there.
And who is that? It sounds like Leela. Is that Leela?
It's Kay. Rhonda.
Hi. Okay.
this is
Thank you.
Herman.
Hi, Herman.
How are you? I think Raj did for the first time an excellent, superior, great job.
Thank you.
And the last word on that list that you had there, which was a repeat, could you just give us a brief breakdown of the repeat process?
Let go.
Raj, could you hear him?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. I just want to ask Eric, excuse me 1 second. Can I get a gallery view back? I just have a big Q&A white screen here. How about the rest of you?
Yes.
If Raj stops his sharing, then we can go back to seeing everyone.
Sure. Okay. Let
Oh,
me.
okay.
Okay.
Ah,
Now I can see.
okay, thank you. Okay, who is sharing?
Well, I had a question.
Yes.
Hi,
Yeah.
Herman.
Hi.
So Arman, the question is like, the repeat, the process, the repeat process.
Yes.
Yeah. The process, like these steps, like 1 to 10, 9. So whenever you have a situation, when you recognize that one, so you follow these steps will help you to move to the next level. So when a situation comes, then you have to understand, okay, this situation has come now. Okay, my mind is, instead of reacting, can I respond it? So take a moment of time and then see how I can able to work on in myself, within me, to move forward. So their tips are there. One is a let go. If it's a past has come in your mind, no, it is over. You should talk to
Exactly.
so you are the teacher for yourself. You're the best teacher for yourself. So you know, okay, this is past. There's no, I don't want to feed any thoughts to the past to get triggered again. So I to move forward to understand situation, taking the next steps is over. Let go. Every moment is not like is a journey. It's a journey. Okay, I'm done tomorrow and I'm perfect purity to pure tomorrow. No, you'll start again tomorrow. Something will pop up in your mind because these are stored a long time in your intellect. So we have to clean them. So understand, and work on yourself and do. And you need to have some tools like a meditation. For me, the meditation will help me out. So when a situation comes in my past, triggering is bothering me, that I will just let leave and go sit in Baba's room where we have a meditation place, and then it will help me to get over the thoughts. So and I also try to get in a journal, a literature for Baba's Murli, and points which help me out to move forward on such situations. So to practice it every day. That's
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. I'd like to make one quick comment. Something I've learned is that it's very important to acknowledge the impurity, as you said, within me, and yet there are two ways I can treat myself. I can be very, very critical, or I can be very, very compassionate. So that kind of relates back to, which dog do you feed? Do I want to feed the critical dog, or do I want to feed the dog I wish to live? So I just wanted to throw that. And I find seeing everyone as a soul.
Yeah.
If you don't like the way someone's behaving, it means they have a problem. You don't have to participate, but you can bless them with good feelings and kind wishes. So this is like any habit, going to the gym, this gets better with practice. And I love that you gave us those pointers to develop and asked us for patience. Yeah, thank you. Anyone else have a comment? I did promise that we would close in 3 minutes. So we do have 3 minutes. Would anyone like to take advantage of not being muted anymore?
Yes,
Anyone?
Sister Louise.
Hello.
Good evening.
Hello.
Om
Good
Shanti. I don't
evening.
normally respond, but this was so wonderful. When can Raj come again? This was
Well,
a very, very, very splendid presentation. I really enjoyed this one. I wish we could ask him to come again.
well, we certainly will. And thank you for commenting to us. Welcome. Yeah. Okay. Anyone else have anything to add before we close?
Oh, Om Shanti, thank you so much, Louise and Raj. Beautiful, beautiful presentation.
Oh, you got something else on. Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay. Thank you,
Thank you
Sherry.
so much.
Sherry is a true attendee. You in the attendance records, morning and night. Right.
Well-
Thank you. You want to say something?
I was just going to say that writing out my part keeps my focus off the other person.
Another device on, I think. Okay,
Yeah.
we've got 1 minute. Raj?
Yeah.
Okay, real quick, Sherry, did you want to say anything else? You good? Huh? Sherry?
Yes, I
Are
can hear
you-
you.
Okay, are you done? You think we're coming up on 8? I wanted to give, did you want to add anything else? Okay,
just-
thank you.
That's all.
Okay, so Raj, did you want to make a final comment or two before we say goodnight to everyone?
Thank you all, and I really enjoyed this session, and I look forward, like more in sessions, and really helping me out to transform myself. So thank you so much.
Beautiful. Okay, just 2 things, and Raj, thank you so much, and we are going to invite you back, sure, shortly. 2 quick things. We do have a beginners group starting in April, and let me see, oh, here we go. No, yes. Okay, the beginners course in Raja Yoga meditation is in person only, and it will be April 3rd, 4th, and 5th, and the following week, April 10, 11, and 12. It's 6:30 to 7:30 in the evening, and those are Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday slots. And next week, I'm happy to say Brother Tony will be joining us, and I believe Michelle will be with us. Okay. Raj, thank you again for a beautiful, informative, wonderful presentation.
Thank you.
Good to see you. Om Shanti, everyone. Come back. Anyone want to unmute and wave? You're more than welcome. Om Shanti.
To everyone. See you. Thank you, Raj. Please, next week we'll be here again. Om Shanti. Good night.
Om Shanti. Om Shanti.
Shanti.
Good night.